Today, I will be using this little opportunity to make my people to understand the need for us to take some steps. So, so my video today got to be English Igbo. So English and Igbo got to be included. So if you are watching me live, there is a portion for you to chat if you have questions on things you would like to know more better. You can write to me. I will be able to see it from here. I can reply you by writing too, or I will speak to you directly. So I will also like to share the link on Facebook so that people may join to watch the conversation going on live. So isiokwu m taa wụ banyere ikpe nwanne anyị nwoke wụ Maazị Nnamdi Kalụ. Dịka anyị si were hụ dịka otu anyị si were hụ ihe si agaga ugbu a, o doro anyị anya data na ekpere anyị kpere na Christmas yọọ Chukwu ayịyọ banyere the condition ndị Igbo nọ n'ime Nigeria and otu ihe si were na-aga ebe ndị be anyị nọ na aka ọgwụlawa aka ji ndị Igbo si aka ha Chukwu gbajie ya. Chukwu na-azala ekpere anyị, rumor na-agala. Ndị bekee sịrị gị, in every rumor there must surely be an atom of truth inside. A na-ekwu na Buhari anwụọna na Buhari na-arịa arịa na-ebu ebu pụọ. N'ime ihe ndị a na-ekwu na I believe that one thing n'ime ha ga-awa eziokwu. Biko na-eweli iwe, ana m enweta signal that my video coding nwere problem. So amaghị m mgbe ndị na-watch m ụna hụ m clear, ụna anụ m ọfụma. Ụna anụ m ọfụma. Ime ike type or something, say me yes, and everything is okay, everything is clear. So no check m na hụ m ọfụma, gbanyere ụlọ na-aga ọfụma. Amaghị m because ana m enweta notification from my area. So adị ama maka anyị na-aga. So ozi m today m chọrọ izi ndị be anyị wụ biko unu gbalịa make sure onye ọbụla wụ onye kpọrọ onwe Biafra belong to any Biafran organization ebe ọbụla ị nọ. Maybe IPOB in London will be able to construct the formal letter, because I get that formal letter, added the formal letter from the central so that I get no mistakes, If IPOB would construct a very formal letter, send there to every IPOB organization all over the world and other Biafran organization all over the world. Onye ọbụla n'ebe ọ nọ, ha eme onwe ha organize, jee na ihu every embassy nọ na that country ha nọ. American embassy, any American embassy nọ that place. Unu jee there were placard director, were picture ndị Igbo, ndị egburu egbu, add ya. Mee obere rally, unu mee obere rally, just nwa jai or half a too much. Then unu were the letter, every embassy, American embassy, special address to the Mr. President. The letter heading, the letter I gave me address to President. a new official mee ya ka o doo ya anya ihe anyị na-agbagharịrị, that we are being marginalized, we are being killed in Nigeria, so-called Islamic State of Nigeria, which we reject to be a party to it. So ọ ga-adị mkpa ka eme ihe dị otu a. Then Trump ga-enwetazi ihe a na-akpọ official letter from Biafran agitators from all over the world. Unu ga-ede mkpa unu dee ihe unu chọrọ, otu esi mee Nnamdi Kalu, otu esi nye ya allegation, otu esi kpochie ya, ụmụ ihe ndị a ka unu ga-etinyegasị. Ọwụ na Trump ahụ ihe meghe na Nigeria, ọwụ na Trump amaghị eme na Nigeria, ọ ma ihe meghe na Nigeria, but everything nwere legal way. Ugwu nkwe ekwe nwaanyị ji mụta ibe ya, akwa iri ugwu aha na nye ya ihe niile, si ya biko lekwe ihe anyị na-agabiga, lekwe otu ihe siri dịrị, then ndị be anyị, it's like I'll come back online. My YouTube is informing me that I'm having bad video. I don't know the reason why, but I have to go offline and come back again and feed my people with the truth, nothing but the truth. God bless you and bless everybody as you stand to wait for a comeback. So ndị be anyị abịarịkwala m azụ ka m lekwe ma ọ ga-adị m ugbu a dịka yes, ọ na-egosi green. Let's see ma ọ ga-adị clear now. Ọ na-enye anyị green. Streaming resume, streaming is continue, everything is in green. So let me see the health. Because I want to be more here before. My first time. And with the signal that now the video encoding is not clear. So it's like we are back on air. Watch our video live on air. So they can see na-ekwu na mbụ ya hụrụ na anyị ike ime ihe niile ebe ọ ga-adị mma, so that anyị ewega letter to embassy, American embassy. I'm ike choose other embassies, but for now, onye work against establishment, against those that push Jonathan out and installed Buhari is only Trump. Trump is working against all these systems that are changing governments and other things all over the world. So pro-Biafrans should submit a legal letter to every American embassy in any country that you find yourself. Unu ga-agbalị complain ya there, the formal letter or the official letter ga-adị very authentic. It will not be too much, it will be little, but specify ya the thing you need exactly here we chọrọ, and here we are complain, you make a Mr. President here we are problem and what is going on, and may commander that na how many Christians keburule na Nigeria, and we are the only Christians in Nigeria. We are the only Jews in Nigeria, and we are being massacred under the government of Buhari, that we are seeking for his face to save our people, because we doesn't have gun, we doesn't have knife, we doesn't have wood, we doesn't even have a place to defend ourselves or a place to hide when the bullets are flying, add in that letter, Then every regional leader leading his group to the embassy. Oga his duty because somebody in an embassy ga-apụta June what is happening, why are you demonstrating? Then when I say that your people are being massacred, are being killed, are being slaughtered in Nigeria, that you guys gathered here not for anything bad, but to draw the attention of the newly elected president of United States, so that he will be able to now have an office. He will be able to form an office that will be looking into the issue of Nigerian Biafra, and the illegal arrest of Nnamdi Kanu will also be the letterhead and the main topic. He was illegally adopted against his will. He entered the nation legally with a visa or without a visa, or he has a. You can explain things that will attract the attention of the president, and you may also add some links and some pictures of evidence of our people being massacred, and add the contact of Amnesty International that have covered a little. He can consult Amnesty International for Amnesty International to tender what is going on also in Nigeria that they are seeing, because Amnesty International is now a pure, clear evidence that the Biafrans, that the Igbos are holding in international community. Now, it will be the duty of foreign affairs or the foreign minister of United States to be able to find out if what is happening in Igbo land, if it's a private interest or it is a different thing that is going on in that area. The Biafrans are not looking for big thing. We have been a nation for more than 3 good years, self-ruled, self-managed, and we managed ourselves very well until Nigeria declared a war on Biafra, and with the help of the British and other Arab nations, they could be able to overpower the only Christian country in that area and occupied our country for decades. So that thing is a little message that I have. And another thing that I would like to add to our people in terms of Obasanjo propaganda. You know what? These guys they are criminals. They are well trained in terms of manipulation. They are not thinking for anything good. Now they are working with some of our brothers for them to start selling the news of Igbo man becoming the president of Nigeria. That is not why we are here. The agitation, there is a reason for that agitation, and Nigerian politicians have been moving from one state to another, moving to one prominent to another. They have not come to a round table. The people who are agitating are there. You ignore them. You move to their elders to talk to them, for the elders to talk to them. They are not even listening to any human being. They are not even listening to anybody. So it will be the duty of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to consult and call in the Biafran agitators, the leaders, like the Nnamdi Kanu they are holding. He is the one that will represent them, to sit down in a round table and negotiate and discuss what is your problem. What are you agitating for? Talk to him. He's a human being. He's a former citizen of that nation. Today, and it's not in any way against Nigerian constitution, because in Nigerian constitution there is no way that is stated that anybody who mentioned Biafra have committed treason. You know, going after a leader of a pirate radio that is going on, that will show you that this guy doesn't know what he's doing, the man ruling Nigeria today. And men recalling history, not even long time ago, Buhari committed treason in Nigeria. Buhari went to a rally in Nigeria and called on all Hausas to carry their arrows and go after the infidels, the unbelievers. You know, that thing, DSS was there. DSS did not go after Buhari, as they run after this pastor that said, if you see any herdsman that is a threat to his church, they should eliminate him. DSS now wake up to arrest the pastor. But the time, DSS cannot now remember when Buhari made that statement on election campaign in one state in Nigeria, you know. But the video is live, you know. So arresting Nnamdi Kanu, charging him of treason. Now the news that I'm reading is Nigerian DSS is now selling news that they have went to a house that belonged to Nnamdi Kanu and ransacked that place and find a lot of ammunition and whatever. All these things are lies. You know, Nigerians are behaving like baby. They don't have evidence. How can you go after somebody while you have no evidence? You know, that is to tell you the system is not working. That is to tell you that the people are not educated. They doesn't even know their job. Last time I was watching the film of Nnamdi Kanu in a court of law, where he was sitting with his fellow colleagues with hang chain inside the court of law, and the judge didn't even ask the DSS to remove the chain, because that court, that chain that Nnamdi Kanu and his colleagues were carrying is a symbol of one thing. Maybe you doesn't know. Let me tell you now. If any person in a court of law is standing with a chain, that's to tell you that that court, the judge, is not an independent judge. Is a judge being appointed by the government. That means the judge is under the DSS, not above DSS. If the judge is above DSS, he will now order the DSS to remove the chain. But due to the judge is under DSS, he cannot order anything to them. Rather, he allowed them to behave as they like. Nigeria is a fair state. If you look at the eastern region of Nigeria, the killing started from there. And all Nigerians kept quiet. Even the Mr. President did not discuss that issue today. But every part of Nigeria kept quiet. You know, I was annoyed when one lady was making one video and she was shouting that people should rise and go against Buhari because he wants to arrest the pastor. Why should I criticize Buhari now? He's going after the pastor, or criticize Buhari now that Buhari government is now going after the Kaduna or Kanu, these Hausa killings also. I will not criticize them. Now is the time for Igbo to sit down and keep on watching, because you guys started from Eastern region and none of any pastor of any part of Nigeria opened their mouth to criticize the killings of Igbos. Now they are touching you. You are calling on Facebook that everybody, God forbid bad thing. We will distance ourselves on that issue. And the prayers that we prayed on December, that we said, whoever that seated on Biafra, and the blood of Biafrans shall come after him. If it is Buhari, the blood of Biafrans will come after you. And if he's in coma or he's ill, he should confess and ask for forgiveness. We are children of God. We forgive him, but he shall not do it again. But if he refuses to confess and plead for forgiveness, he will die. But if Buhari dies, let me give you another revelation. If Buhari dies, Igbos in Lagos State should pack their load and come back east, because there will be a war. Because Hausa will never sit down again and watch a Yoruba man to take over their tenure. It will not happen, and we will sit one side and be watching them. A lot of guys now are now cooking to pull from APC to PDP, run up and down. One day, they will also sit down together and said, now is the time for our people to go. Because if Biafrans doesn't go, Nigeria will never have peace. You know, I can see some Hausas who are saying that the president is not radical enough on the infidels. The other one made his video that the infidels will remain their slave and be working for them and keep on developing their areas. How I wish that our people are watching those things and seeing what they are saying. They are not investing in it. They call you a stupid man. Hausa, Yoruba are not investing in Eastern region. None. Even the federal government is afraid to invest in Eastern region. But you will carry your wealth, carry everything that you have and go to their own state and start developing their area. Even so-called politicians in the Eastern region, as such as Zakaria is now coming out to try to sell to us that he would like to be the first Igbo president that will rule Nigeria. I will not say anything bad. I will say only good and fine, because everybody is free of his opinion. That is his own personal opinion. He thinks that is good. He thinks that he can do it. Good and fine. But stop whitewashing our agitation. Stop wrong translating our agitation. Stop misinformation about our agitation. Stop misleading people about our agitation. We know what we want and we know how we want it. We doesn't need somebody like Zakaria, who even from his own state, his own tribe self, you know, we know where he came from Igbere. You know, all those Igbere, if you'll be able to translate Igbere in real Igbo language, you will know that is forgive, Bahara, you know, Bahara, sorry, you know, they use your tribe to settle a war between two rivals. And you were opportune to become our president, the governor of your state. And now you are selling to us the reason why you should become the president of Nigeria through Biafra. I don't want to raise a bad word, you know, but as I said before, it's your personal opinion, sir. And where I'm always annoyed is on our people, you know, our boys who are claiming. You are seeing that your friends are dying today because of Biafra. You are seeing that Nigeria military and police are climbing on your fellow brothers because of your tribe. But when election comes, you will also be the first person that will rush and collect money and start mounting their flyers and start campaigning. Your brain will be shot. You will forget that your fellow brother, your fellow friend died because of something. Your brain will only cease because you have seen 500 naira in one bundle, or 1,000 naira in one bundle. That is where we are weak. If a year will come out, politics will pop up, and every youth in Eastern region will say, I wash my hand, I will not participate. If you want to be governor, if you want to be president, go and put your own flyers on the street. Go and do your things on your own. And we are not part of you. You hold your rights. You should hold your money. You should hold everything about you. We should not participate in the election. You know, you don't vote. You don't campaign. Just keep on watching them. Then they will know that ihe change here. This is no longer working the way it's supposed to work, or the way it normally works before. But our young boys, when election comes in now, you will forget that you are the leaders of tomorrow. You will forget that when you are in primary school, there is one song we normally, how do we sing this thing? We are the leaders of tomorrow, tomorrow. You know, you are growing old. and the old ones are still remaining in power. When will the leaders of tomorrow take over? That opportunity can never call in Nigeria. So the best answer for every Igbo man is back this agitation, either directly or indirectly. Then you will be able to have opportunity tomorrow, or your children, or the future of your family will be more better than the future that you are seeing today in Nigeria. What you are seeing in Nigeria is the more you look, the less you see. You know, Nigeria is full of lies. Nigeria is full of manipulation. You know, Nigeria never tell their people the truth of how things are moving. Nigeria is duping every tribe, any part of Nigeria. You know, there is an audio, and I will try to convert that audio. It is one they call it a leaker. He leaked the one British man who leaked how British ringed Nigerian independent. How they ring the election during the time of Zik. How they count census and put Hausa more higher in Nigeria than other tribes. While Hausa has land mass and Igbos and Yorubas has more population more than these people. But British single-handedly ring that election and gave Hausa power, the kingdom of Hausa, so that they will be the caretaker of Nigeria on behalf of them. They did it. The man said that they did it because of what they saw in India. After India acquired their independence, British gave India full independence and see that they lost total control of India, and they don't want that thing to happen in Nigeria. Upon that, America have already predicted if British did the same thing they did to India in Nigeria, Nigeria will be more than China today in Africa. Nigeria will be a great contributor in human life. But they did it for their own interest. And since then, since that the British did all those things, Nigeria have been in GPT. Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is an object. Nigeria is something that needs to be maintaining. They need to be maintaining it. You know, they keep on maintaining it, patching it. It can't stand. Take it or you leave it. It's real. It's fact. You know, Nigeria can never stand. It's normal. You know, Nigeria have never been natural. Any country that is natural, every entity, everything that runs in a normal country runs like a human body. If you see how your system is running, you are human, but there is something like machine that is controlling your body. You are not controlling. Those things are controlling your body to make you to make moves, to breathe. That is how a nation works. A nation works like a body system. And when a nation cannot work like a body system, it then means it will die. If it didn't die today, it will die tomorrow. You know, what the British are doing is to manage and patch and try to save what they can be able to save in Nigeria. And the only thing that will tell you how that this country will fall is the way your leaders are carrying money out of Nigeria. If you will be able to recall, if you will be able to use your brain, you ask yourself, why should our leaders enter power and they will pack all money and pack it outside as if there will be no Nigeria tomorrow? Because they know that Nigeria will collapse one day. Only that they fail to tell you the truth. And you yourself as a Nigerian fail to see the truth on your own. Because men looking at other countries in the world, they are ruling their nation to see that their children and children have a better future in their country, even in African countries. But Nigeria is, do you believe that Saudi Arabia, this palm island that they build, Saudi Arabia, they reveal, we read it here in German, 78% of the fund that used to build it came from Nigeria. They only draw the map on they only draw the thing, put it on internet, on something like video. Nigeria looking for investors. Nigeria brought in 70 something up to 80% of the total cost of that Palm Island. Just imagine. And turn your back and look Nigeria. What are you seeing? You are seeing a sinking boat that they are trying to tell you that it's not sinking, but it's sinking. It's going down. There is problem in northern Nigeria. There is problem in eastern Nigeria. And if you ask me to, there is problem in southern Nigeria. All Nigeria is in katakata. Even the northerners themselves are telling the president that Nigeria need to be reshuffled. What you ask yourself, what do they mean by reshuffling Nigeria? How can you reshuffle Nigeria? What is the possibility of reshuffling Nigeria? If you come, like Jonathan create a committee, all of them are fake. They are not even real. To bring or to solve the issue of Nigeria. You can't solve the issue of Nigeria. Well, first of all, Nigeria has no one language. You know, for everybody to live in harmony, it's impossible. You know, to resolve Nigeria, if Hausa kingdom we accept, it's not possible. It's not possible. You can't resolve Nigeria. You can only divide or disintegrate that nation. That concussion that British mixed and call it a country. That they are killing themselves, eating themselves like animals. Where a nation will rise against unarmed citizens that are doing demonstration that will never even sleep on that road. Highest that people will block that road. They block that road 5 hours maximum. Everybody will go back to his house and rest. You cock your gun and you shoot your fellow human being, your fellow citizens. He has no gun. He doesn't even have this button to block the bullet that is coming towards him. And you stand as a military. You couldn't even capture or disorganize Boko Haram that is carrying gun. But you go on the street, peaceful demonstrators that are demonstrating on the street without having anything, even no pin to wound somebody. If you see something on their hand, it's pure water. They are drinking because of the hot sun. And you kill your fellow citizens and walk back home. What will you tell your family? What will you tell your wife? That I went to a war and I defeated it's like that man is not a man. It's not man enough. Because during the time of Arab Spring, the Egyptian president Mubarak ordered the military to go and put calm on the street. To tell you that they are well-trained soldiers that knows the right and the constitution and their right as a military man, what they swear. They went on the street and find out that the people on the street are their citizens who are demanding better life. Like the way the people in Nigeria are demanding. Egypt did not shoot one gun to any person. They did not drop one bullet on any of their citizens, no matter how mad. If that person is too mad, they will handcuff him and drop him one corner until he will cool down. But Nigeria own, even though is somebody, a friend of a general, not even the general that is commanding the battalion, will call somebody there and say, fire them. He will cock his gun and start shooting. Before the Oga will know what is happening, people have already lied on the street. What a country. That is not a country. You know, and when somebody opens his mouth to talk about what is moving wrongly in the nation, they will go after you. Any nation that is against criticism, you are not ready to repair or to move to the right track. Because when you allow people to criticize you, then you will be able to reveal all these things that people are saying about you and ask your advisors around you, where am I making mistakes? Where am I doing something wrong? And you start doing things right. Obama entered the power of the United States. It took Obama years to be able to kill a rat. But Trump made you to understand that when you have that power, when you become the president, the commander-in-chief of armed forces of a nation, it's your duty to start changing things. In Nigeria, Buhari entered power. He's not educated. He has no brain. He has... Look, let me tell you, my people. Let me tell you people one thing. Do you know what? In Europe, there are universities that are made for those that will rule their nations. Ask anybody. That is where they learn how to govern a nation. You learn how to govern a nation. And you have to come out with distinction, not that try and lock. Tell me which university in Nigeria did Buhari entered or went to study how to govern a nation? Does Buhari knows what it takes to manage his local government? Let's just talk about leave Nigeria. Nigeria is more than 200 million. Let's talk about his local government. Did Buhari rule his local government, or can Buhari be able to manage his home? That the wife says, if you don't change your course, I will not vote you again. That is to tell you, this man cannot be able to rule his own family. Talk less of to be a counselor of his community. Now Obasanjo and his group just pick this man. Do they love Nigeria? Now everybody is talking that Charlie Boy was saying, let me hear something, this Biafra. Have you asked yourself, does these guys love you and love that nation to pick whoever rat that is moving on the street and made him to be the president of a nation? Do you know what it takes to be a president of a nation? Why am I saying this? Why am I cracking my brain to talk to you? Why am I talking to you now? Because the love I have for you. If you watch the question and answer in Russia, to show you that the president that is ruling that nation have interest and love his people, he normally hosts what we call question and answer once a year. He will make it public. I will be in so place. Apply. Send in your questions. Participate live and be live, or you can participate through online. We will reach you wherever you are. Only that you will go to a particular area where the camera and everybody is sitting, so that you will be able to reach the president from there. Ask me whatever you like. I have been watching this program since I know about Aroti, Russian Today Television. I have been watching this Putin question and answer. And I now come out to understand that. I even asked somebody, do they send him these questions so that he can prepare himself before that day, or they come with on that day? They said that they normally come with the questions. They don't send it out. Do you know that they mention communities inside Russia? This man knows that area. And this man will tell them what is going on that area and clarify them how things should be run. Can Buhari tell you what is happening in my own community today? Do Buhari even know the name of my local government? No. Let us tell ourselves the truth as a human being. Let's keep politics, Biafra, and Nigeria on one side. Let us tell ourselves the truth. What do we want as a nation? What do we want? Sorry. Do we want a brighter future? The whole school system in Nigeria have been destroyed. Who is going to rule the nation tomorrow? If you are telling me that nation will not sink, all the whole institution in Nigeria is destroyed. If you come to Imo State, Okorocha is buying jet, while he's owing teachers that are made to teach the leaders of tomorrow. He's owing them more than 8 months. Sorry. How can a teacher go with empty stomach to teach the leaders of tomorrow? Is it possible? It's not possible. If you go to your community today, go to various primary schools and ask yourself, are these guys the ones that are going to study this place and elevate Nigeria out of let's leave politics and whatever. Let's now talk a little bit about Nigeria. There is no dream. These people are ruling Nigeria like fools. It's like those that run relay and won and become military are now ruling us in Nigeria. And they don't want to use you and I that are abroad, that our brain, we are dealing with white people, our brain is working, we are tapping with them, we are missing with them, to use what you have. Ask your people, how can we move our nation forward? Not telling government of foreign countries to deport Nigerians. Nigeria, we need people. Deport Nigeria. Deport Nigeria for what? Those that are in Nigeria doesn't even have food to eat, and you want the one that have already made it outside to be deported. Buhari gave every Nigerian ambassador outside Nigeria authority to whatever that any foreign nation bring, he should sign it and deport Nigerians. Because he knows that 90% of those that are outside are Igbos. But he's starting it with Igbo, and it will end up in Hausa and Yoruba. Quote me right. Anything that starts up with Eastern region must surely end up in Nigerian head. So when you look at all these things that I'm mentioning now, you will see that there is no need to be in Nigeria. Joke apart, leave about when people are talking about this Biafra people self, where on I want go, this Biafra thing self, what to, you know, the nation is not functioning. Where one Alaji will wake up in the Senate and pass a law that will block the little business people are doing to be able to sustain themselves. And he will not block it. Other countries will say, okay, we have created an alternative business for you people. It will be better for you guys to join this business so that we'll be able to block these ones. Like Trump. Trump says, move your company back to United States. It's an alternative. And start producing in US so that you will not get taxed in whatever you are selling in US. It's an alternative. But Nigeria will block importation without creating an alternative. Why they don't have any other alternative for their citizens? Everybody will turn to a criminal. Everybody will turn to criminal. These guys that are moving on the streets agitating for Biafra, most of them have lost their schools. Most of them have lost their jobs. Most of them, their business has failed. What are the government doing to alleviate? Listen, Nigerians and Igbos. If Nigeria want to make that nation great, Nigeria does sell 2 million barrels. There is one day CNN on Hard Talk, they asked Obasanjo, Nigeria is one of the 5th largest country that are selling oil to United States. And still, the poverty rate in Nigeria is the highest in the world. Obasanjo said that Nigerians are too much, that the money that they are making in oil cannot be able to sustain them. Do you believe on that? It's lie. Even the man that was asking Obasanjo knows that he's lying. He tell him, Mr. President, it's a lie. Because you miss to manage that oil wealth very well. If you, as an individual, participate in oil business and your own gain is 1 cent per barrel, 1 cent per barrel, and Nigeria is selling 200 million barrels per day or 2 million barrels per day, and out of that 1 cent, are you not a millionaire? If you ask yourself these questions, you will be able to know that are they ruling Nigeria for the better tomorrow, or they are ruling Nigeria for that nation to collapse? You know, when the Biafrans and the Igbos are agitating to pull out of Nigeria, you should join them all, because those that are ruling you, that are manipulating your brain, are not ruling the nation for the betterment of the Nigerians tomorrow. Because I'm not talking about today, I'm talking about the future of Nigeria. Look at Nigeria. If I become the Nigerian president today, do you know what I will do? I will press all Nigerians, or I will press every state in Nigeria to use their location that I'm sending to them to create banks. You understand? That banks, that is how it works in advanced world. And every citizen of that state got to open account in those banks. You know, and when they open account in those banks, so that government will be able, indirectly, you don't need to go to census to know the population of your country. You will be able to know the population of your citizens from the activities of the banks. And the little money that are coming out, you will be able to, Nigeria is in position to give every Nigerian citizen 100,000 naira every month. Quote me right. How much is 100,000 naira? Even Those that are, it's even, it's nothing. It's not up to 100,000. It's not up to 400 euro or 500 euro. How much is my house rent where I'm living now? It's more than 100,000 naira per month, not per year. You understand? And Nigeria is trying to tell you that they cannot cater for all Nigerians. These guys are a bunch of criminals. I'm telling you the simple fact. If Nigeria is selling 2 million barrels of oil per month, sorry, per day, not per month, per day, 2 million barrels per day. If they started saving 1 cent for every Nigerian citizens, poverty will be elevated in Nigeria. I did not say 1 naira. 1 kobo. Let me use kobo. If Nigeria starts saving 1 kobo in every Nigerian citizen's head and putting it inside the account, he said that every Nigerian citizen, in every 2 million barrel oil that we sell today, every Nigerian citizen got to make 1 cent out of it. Who will be agitating? Ask me. Who will be agitating? Calculate it. If you are getting 1 cent out of the 2 million barrel, in that 2 million barrel, calculate one penny. How much is one penny? Nigeria is no longer using penny. You know, you will see that every month you will have more than 100 or 500,000 naira on your own account. Are you not elevated? Won't you force yourself to start doing things like others does? You know? No, they will share that money among themselves. If anybody makes noise, they will carry that Ghana must go and go to his house and tell him shut up. They are ruling the nation as if the nation is going to dabaro and sink tomorrow. But they are showing you a different picture, telling you, hey, there is nothing like this thing is going to sink. It's not going to sink. It's going to move forward. It's a lie. So when you see that guys are doing agitation, that is the wise ones that have been able to see the future, that Nigeria has no future, that boat got to sink. And when that boat sink and you have never achieved anything, you are the loser. It is better for you to join hand and start working towards disintegrating that nation. Because the people that are ruling the nation are not ruling the nation in unity. Like Buhari ruling Nigeria with hatred. And how can I go help the people who no vote for me? I'm free to have a personal likeness of anybody or any political this. That doesn't mean that when you become president, I will not be okay. As I did not vote for you, and you don't want to take care of me, why should I obey the rule of law in that nation again? Because you have called me automatically an outcast in the nation because I did not vote for you. That is the mentality of a loser. That is a mentality of somebody who did not attend a school of thought or a school where they learn how to govern a nation. I have some videos here where you will watch and listen how to govern a nation, how to make a nation work. You know, I put that video for our people to watch it. So don't be against the agitation. Don't. At times I may say that our people, if we'll be able to manage, that brain does come because we are thinkers. You keep on doing 1 + 1 2, 2 + 2 3, 3 + 3 4. You know, to be able to figure out the best answer to the problem. You know, but men seeing how things are being run today. Buhari is sick. Buhari was carried out of Nigeria. He did not travel on his own. Buhari was carried out of Nigeria by ambulance, plane to Britain for treatment. Do you want to tell me that if at all Nigeria developed their own healthcare system very well, before Buhari will be able to transfer abroad, Nigerians will be able to perform their magic. If they couldn't, then they will now seek for an expatriate hand. Because all equipment will be there. They only need the expert to come in and try his own best. But when they are sick, they go abroad. If you are sick, what do? This Biafra self, these Igbo people make I hear something. If you fall sick, what do? If you carry your mother or your father to doctor, what do? You know, these guys doesn't have feelings. Look, in Germany where I'm living, I don't have my card, my wallet here, but if you give me 2 minutes, I can get my wallet. I will show you my healthcare card. This healthcare card, everybody, even though asylum seekers, even though anybody who enters German must be insured, so that he will be able to have access to medical care. And you don't pay money. You are not going to pay anybody 5 kobo. You know, you will go to hospital, tell doctor, I'm having headache, I'm having this. He will be able to do diagnose and know where the problem is from, and you are free, you go. But in Nigeria, do their government value you? Can you mention one thing that Nigeria, that you are proud of, Nigeria, that makes you proud that you will be under that government and respect the rule of law? Just mention one. Write it to me here. There is a room for you to write. Tell me something that will make you to be proud of that nation. Nigeria closed all the whole seaport running in Nigeria and leave only Lagos open. Lagos is congested that if you go to Face Me and Face You house, you can't even breathe. Is that a nation? A nation that wants only one side to function and the other side, the boat will sink. If boat is floating now and everybody run to one side, it will go down and sink. That is how Nigeria will sink. If Nigeria is wise enough and throw their wealth all over. Biafran war have already ended. A lot of Igbos have already forgotten Biafran war and march ahead with Nigeria. If at all Nigeria were wise, by that time, they will try to soften their hand on Eastern region and things will normalize. Before you know it, nobody will even think about this thing we are thinking today. But due to their foolishness, lack of understanding, lack of knowledge, they hold it tight until everything now starts falling apart. Sorry, it have started. You have killed a lot of families. Are you going to tell them now, sorry, let them come back to Nigeria? No way. They will not accept it again. You have poured the blood of Biafras on the street. Will you tell them to forget the Biafra agitation and come back to you? It will not work. It is no longer possible. Ndị Igbo na-atịlụlụ sị mmanụ akwafuola akwafu mkpokọta anaghị work. You know, that is what is going on in Nigeria now. Are you going to tell the whole people that you have killed their fellow friends and brothers and whatever to drop everything and come, let's forge ahead? It doesn't happen that way. Maybe it happened after the war. But today, these boys, if war break out, look, every African leader that are bordering Nigeria should press their hand on Nigerian government to lay low and discuss. Because they are now killing the Biafrans and these guys are keeping quiet. Ask yourself, how long will that last? If that problem starts, if only the Northerners push into Chad and Niger, the economy of that nation have collapsed. If Yoruba fall into Cotonou up to Togo and Ghana, economy of that country is in problem. And this one, the other side, fall into Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea, there is problem. They will collapse. Nigeria is more than 200 million. So, for you to remain where you are today, it's better for you to press Nigerian, go to AU, West Africa meeting, press Nigerian government to start doing things for their citizens. Listen to the Biafra agitation, because they will not keep on holding their hand and folding their arms and you keep on shooting them. Nigerian militaries are not well trained. They only know how to hold trigger and bullet will be flying out. Go and read and go and watch the Biafran war, the techniques of the Biafrans. Up to today, that is why Nigeria is blocking Igbos to enter Nigerian military. Because they thought that is what we learned from the British, that we teach ourselves how to fight a war. Igbos are naturally fighters. And if you push them to carry gun, Nigeria, you are shooting Igbos today, everybody's quiet. And they think that when war breaks out, that the ones that helped you before will come back again. The world have changed. The world have changed. And the world is thinking differently. If somebody will tell you that Assad will be alive today after America have quote that he must die, after Obama and Clinton said that he must die, but if somebody tell you that he will be alive today, you won't believe. To tell you that the world is thinking differently. By that time, there was Soviet Union, but today there is Russia. Soviet Union is no more. That was helping Nigeria to promote their interests in Nigeria. Nigerians should pray hard that Igbos should not carry gun. And I'm not promoting that these guys should go, but if you push them too much, they have every right to defend themselves. If you kill them too much, they have every right to carry gun to go after you when you go after them. And when that thing starts, believe me, kidnapping came into Nigeria. Up to today, Nigeria is still fighting kidnapping. It's not yet eradicated. Boko Haram entered Nigeria. Nigeria is still fighting Boko Haram. They could not eradicate Boko Haram. If Igbos carry gun, Nigeria, will you stand? Nigeria, will you withstand it? That is my question. Because as a kapran kembo ozageme and you have moved your military to Eastern region. We know all these things. And you think that your military are under high alert. And you forgot that we are the owner of that area that you push your military in. The knowledge of the military are limited. And when we want to go after you, we will ambush all your military. If we, the Igbos, say that today we are going to carry gun, you will not know that we are carrying gun. And those your military that you send to Eastern region will not know. You will only hear that all of them have been wiped out. Because we will got to bring the map of Eastern region and mark wherever they are and destroy everything. And then wait for you to come in. You will see that the war will now come to you, not like before that you bring the war to East. That your ship used 1915 ship that you bought from United States will be sunk in that Eastern region. So it's time that you will start doing things right. You are selling 2 million barrels of oil in a day for nothing. Exporting crude oil and importing oil. EU. And all those money that you people are siphoning, you couldn't even have one single mind to restart our old refineries, to maintain, we said build new one, just repair the old ones and start refining oil there. That mind, you people, even the one that said that he's pursuing corruption, Buhari is the most corrupt government that Nigeria has ever had. Come to Nigeria to use Nigeria to go and borrow how many billion from IMF. You think that when you go to IMF and swear that you will protect their interests in Nigeria, that it will be an easy ride for you to go and sell them out. You see that it's not easy. To tell you that every system is not working like 1960. Things have changed. So, Yorubas that are manipulating the Hausas against the Igbos, when this boomerang will start falling, the boomerang will fall that Yorubas will run away. We are not against the Yorubas. We are not against the Hausas. But the Yoruba is in position and manipulating Hausa against the Igbo. If Igbos will ask themselves, during the time of IBB was ruling Nigeria and Cameroon was coming after Bakassi. Did any Cameroonian secure Bakassi? No. Hausa protect the interests of Igbo on that region. The only person that single-handedly take Bakassi and gave it to Cameroon, only for him to rule the third term in Nigeria, third term, is Obasanjo. Where did he come from? He came from Yoruba land. And since Biafran war have ended, the only leader that have crept one village since after the war is Obasanjo. So, and who closed the whole seaport in Eastern region and move everything to Lagos is Obasanjo. Who closed all the whole international airport before and move everything to other states of Nigeria? It's Obasanjo. It's the same people. Today, all Yorubas are now coming out that Igbos. These guys are not your friend. They can never be your friend and they can never be part of you. I keep on warning the Igbos. If you will be able to dodge Yoruba man, stop telling him the truth or stop telling me your secret. If you stop telling Yoruba man your secret, you will be successful. Yoruba man remain a saboteur and he will be a saboteur till thy kingdom come. Don't forget that General Ojukwu released a Yoruba man from Calabar prison under an agreement. After the Hausas, these herdsmen that are killing people in the eastern region today, we are killing the Yorubas by then, the way they are killing the eastern region today. Igbos go for the rescue of Yorubas. At the end of the day, what did we get? We get knife being choked at our back. That is it. It is history, and we must only tell the history to our children. So that's all I have for my people. I will say God bless you. All of you that visited this my YouTube account, I would love you to share the YouTube. Ask people to subscribe. Be part of the making. You know. Biafra must be free. Biafra will be free indeed. Nothing will withhold Biafra. It will happen like film. It will happen like film. I pray that 2017 on my Facebook that things will happen. That somebody will fall sick. And if he didn't confess, he will die. It is happening today. On that prayers, I said that you are my witness. Unless if they change their coast and go to the right channel. But as far as they are using the blood of Biafrans to wash their hand, that blood will judge them until their last breath. In Jesus' name I pray. God bless you. God bless me. God bless Biafra land. God bless all Biafrans wherever they are. And God bless all Biafra friends and other countries that have Biafra when Biafra needed them the most. Remain blessed. All the things that the Biafrans touches their hand, all the things that our people likes will belong to us, will come to us. God will protect us. He will lead us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. And amen and amen. Bye-bye. And God bless you.